All right, I'm going to have to ask you to excuse my dirty hands and my splotchy gun right now. I got oily, greasy hands, and this is a shiny gun, so it looks pretty bad. I'm actually in the process of putting this back together after polishing it up. But I got an email from someone that is very relevant to this gun. They sent me an email saying they're getting light strikes with their Smith & Wesson revolver. And this is something I hear people complain about quite often. It's not anything new to me. I get this question all the time. So I thought I'd take a second today to show people how to fix that, probably 95% of the time. And it's going to be an unbelievably simple fix, something you've probably never even thought of if you're not much of a revolver guy. The first thing you're going to have to do is take your grips off. If you've got wraparound grips like this, you have to be able to access the front of the grip frame. So let's get those grips off. Okay, now once you have the grips off, you're going to locate the strain screw, and it's not hard to find. It's right there on the front of the grip frame. And as you can see, it goes right through the frame and puts pressure on the little leaf spring here, pinching it between it and the back of the frame here, and puts pressure on it, and that adjusts the tension on your hammer. If your trigger is just way too heavy, let's say it should be 8 pounds and it's more like 14, and you're not the first owner of that gun, or it just came from the factory, well, take that screw and turn it out a couple of turns. That will give you less tension on the spring and give you a lighter trigger pull. But if you're someone that's getting light strikes and the hammer feels really light, well, just screw it in. Just take 1 or 2 turns in and tighten it up to where the trigger feels right. Once you get to where the trigger doesn't feel too light or too heavy, it feels about right, then just put your grips on, take it back to the range, try it again. And take your screwdriver with you to the range so you can do some adjustments while you're there. So now all we gotta do is put the grips back on. And then once you have the grips back on, your trigger should feel just right, and that should solve your light strike issue. Now that might seem like a little bit of a simple fix, too good to be true actually, but I have to say in all my years of experience with revolvers, and I've been shooting revolvers for about 42 years, I would say at least 95% of the time that a Smith & Wesson is having a light strike problem, that right there is the way to fix it. Oh, and a quick word to the wise, whenever you're working on your revolver and you take it apart, put it back together, and then you find maybe your cylinder doesn't turn, make sure you got the hand back under the handspring. There's a little spring in there that needs to be pulled up before you stick this in, and if you don't do that, this won't turn the cylinder every time, so if you ever have that issue, this is something that'll solve that problem.